Jen, there's a lot of references about mafia and Nazi Germany today. Can you tell us, is that important or is that relevant somehow?
What's happening is the world is going through a transformation. Just like people are trying to awaken, the whole world is trying to awaken. And people will get it and they don't talk about it, but they'll like ruminate about things that happened in the past, right? You do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's happening when you ruminate about things in the past is you're letting them go. Those are old engrams of what you've done and what you've been through. And they're like coming off like little sheaths of energy. But when you like talk about them, you pull them back and put them back on. So that's what's happening with the world today. These things that the earth experienced as a whole, like Nazi Germany or tribalism or white supremacy or taking children away from their parents. These are horrific crimes against humanity. They're being pulled off of humanity like sheaths. And some of us who are awakened can watch the process and assist. With our intention, we can dissipate that energy as it comes off. It's like it's kind of like searing it clean with our love. And it's like dissipating it, just dissolving it. And that's what's supposed to happen. But there's a lot of people in the world who are afraid to awaken. And they like those old time memories, like old comfortable slippers. And I call them engrams. And what they're doing is they're trying to bring life back into those old engrams because of two reasons. That they feel comfortable with them, or because of the time that those experiences were happening in a past lifetime, they felt cheated out of power. They were thinking to themselves, when's it my turn? When is it my turn? So a lot of these people who've incarnated back here, I believe in that it's their time to abuse power. But there's so many more of us who are awakened, so we say, no, we can take a shortcut. We don't need to go through this whole process of suffering and anguish to learn anything from. Those of us who are awakened can infuse our love and awareness into all of consciousness. But we can't do it by denying it. We can't do it by pretending that it's not there. Or we can't do it by focusing on our own problems, on our own microcosm or small life. We have to use our energy now to awaken all of humanity. It's like all the love, all the warm, fuzzy experiences that you can conjure up. Think of those. Think of the gratitude and how that can exude from you, and breathe that into all those who are suffering. Not the power mongers. The power mongers, the ones bringing life to these engrams, they need to be starved out. You know, it's entertaining to watch those who are abusing power speak because it's just so ridiculous to fathom. Yet the more we entertain them, the more we breathe our beautiful essence into those engrams as well. And we can't afford to do that. We have to starve out those engrams and let them dissipate. And we have to breathe life into those who have been discouraged and feel forgotten and rejected. So when you, in your personal life, feel depressed or forsaken or abandoned or devalued, know that that's just an aspect of what others are feeling in the world. Nothing that you can experience now is your own. Nothing. Nothing. Don't own it. Don't give life to the negativity. Don't give life to the self-worth. Don't give away your power anymore. We're trained to do that. Even in spiritual circles, we're trained. Oh, we'll say things like, what will be, or it's out of our hands. Those are all training and conditioning by power mongers on some subtle level to prevent those who are awakened from getting involved with energetically. Don't have to go out and protest. You don't have to do anything. The energetic cleanse that I've shared was given to me by the ancient ones. It took them over 2 years to feed me every one of those taps and why they help. You know, as a shaman, I'm able to move energy. And what those taps are doing is helping the individual who doesn't realize what's possible in the human condition to do what the empowered can do, what the awakened can do. You, doing those taps, are able to move energy. What that means is everybody, every group, every situation, every belief, every engram, every human condition that you've ever given your power to, ever, in all moments, you are taking it back. You're withdrawing all your energy from all of those situations, all of those archaic structures, all those power groups that you helped form in a past lifetime. You're withdrawing all your energy, and when more and more of us do that, we remove the structure of those archaic systems and they crumble of their own accord. So that's what's happening now, which is scary to see our governments and our precious institutions be minimized. So that's necessary, part of it. But what we don't need is these old engrams of tribalism, supremacy, and abuse, torture. Those are engrams from the past. We don't need those back. There's enough of us here who are awakened, who can imbue all of consciousness with those experiences merely through osmosis. And now those in the spiritual realm or those healing realms will say, well, you can't interfere. Individuals need their own experience. That's bullshit, because the playing field is no longer even for the individual to get those experiences without help. If we were in an even playing field, every individual could crawl out of the conditions they've been put in. But the sides have been so unevenly distributed that almost everyone needs help from others to transcend. That's why I'm here. That's why I write. You know that. Do you want to say anything about the taps?
Do the taps. Everyone is empowered to do these taps, and they work. I feel them when we do them, and I see changes and shifts in myself and others. They work, and I think people are being called to do them, and so.
Let's hope so. It's like there's enough pain in the world. I mean, it's like all individuals are being poked with a stick. How long are you going to stay silent? How long are you going to stay in apathy? How long are you going to look away or pretend that you don't matter? How dare you stay asleep when others are suffering and you could do something about it with your intention? How dare you? That's what it's like. That's what the ancient ones are telling us. It's like, you have no choice. You must awaken. You can't handle the pain that's being inflicted on the connectedness of us all. When those babies are being taken away from their mothers, we all cry. Those of us who feel. Those who don't feel still feel it and react in apathy. But we feel it. Everyone who's depressed and feeling off and feeling restless and feeling like hopeless, that's because they're tapped into the anguish of those babies being taken from their mothers. If you want to feel better about your life, do the task as a surrogate for humanity. Help those babies. You're not helpless. They are.